All right, welcome to another MPA Production stream. I am the guild leader of the Music Production Arena community. This live stream we do Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, where we work on community-related projects. Um, that's all I'm going to do for the opening right now, because I'm going to jump right into what I'm in the middle of. I'm testing. Once again, I am in the middle of testing during the live stream. I've got stuff going on. So what I'm testing doesn't seem to be working, but let's figure this out together. So I just went ahead and did a trial period of Restream.io. Let me tell y'all why. First of all, let me pull it back up. Restream.io. This is what I use to multicast out to Twitch, YouTube, and DLive at the same time. Okay. If you want to stream out to other platforms, if you want to do a custom platform, you have to be a member or whatever. So I was like, well, I want to try this out. Give me a second. But I want to try it out because just a second ago, or an hour ago or so, I was on BandLab streaming, and there's a lot of activity over there. A lot of I'm pulling up the stream on my phone. There's a lot of activity over in BandLab. Like, I got a lot of viewers for a short period of time. I was just testing stream. Iro's there. And it was just a small test, I know, but now I want to test it a little bit farther. So I was thinking of doing, and I probably still will do, some extra little feedback streams or some side streams over on BandLab, because that worked out pretty good and it was kind of fun. But then I started thinking, like, why am I not multicasting over there? We already do a show. We already do a show every day. So I was like, we need to stream over to BandLab at the same time. It's not working right now, by the way. It says it's on, but it's not. So I was like, we need to stream over BandLab at the same time. Let's try this out. So, the very impatient person that I am, I went ahead and jumped on it. Here's the thing. It's not working. It says it's connected here, but it's not connected. So we're going to figure this out together. Even if I have to, like, stop the stream and come back. Now, and don't worry about Facebook. I don't even use Facebook, but it's an option on here. And I was like, well, I've never been able to stream to my Facebook page that I created for Music Production Arena, which we don't use. And I just threw it on as an extra platform. I don't know if I would use that. The main focus here, and what I'm trying to add to this stream setup, is BandLab. Not just for the audience that I had over there for a short time. If anyone's been tuning in to the last couple streams that I did, and especially last Friday, we're now incorporating BandLab into the live streams full force. Meaning, I've gone over here. We're going to take season 1 and season 2 and load all those projects into BandLab and share the collaborative projects there. It's a way for these collabs projects to live on longer, because on BandLab you can what they call forking. You can fork projects into other projects, stuff like that. So you can do your collabs, and there's already a handful of us over on BandLab already that are involved with the collab, so it just makes sense. So I've loaded. These are the tracks from season 1. I'm not done yet, but I'm going to finish loading all the stems in from season 1. And then I'm also going to load the 8 tracks for 8 projects for season 2. So all 16 projects will be available here on BandLab, in our band, in our Music Production Arena community. Ooh, we've got 12 members now. Music Production Arena community over on BandLab. If you're familiar with BandLab, great. Just letting y'all know that I'm definitely going to be using it a lot more. If you're not familiar with it, I recommend checking it out. It's definitely just another music production platform, but it's got unique features that I think are perfect for what we're doing here on the community collabs. So, it's going to take me. It's taken me this week and last week to fully incorporate. I want to go ahead and get BandLab all, situated, all the links, all the pictures, the artwork, the projects, everything going, and then start sharing it. CJ Kamikaze. So, but it's not working yet. So, as I was saying, Ira was there a second ago. We were on BandLab. I streamed to BandLab directly, and that worked by itself. Then I came here and I tried to use Restream.io to set up custom URL. Let's see. Edit settings. With the key. Just like I did when I was doing the BandLab stream. But I went live. It says it went online, so it seems to think it's online, but it's really not. Like, if I go to BandLab right now, I don't think we're on live. Oops, I always hit the wrong thing. View profile. Yeah, I'm not live. So we're gonna try this again. A little bit of a test stream today. By the way, just to further the announcements real quick, just to let everyone know. So yes, this is the ongoing season 2 of community collabs. Today is week 4. By the end of this week, all those samples that were sent to me so far they're all gonna be ready for essentially next week, where we're taking all the loops and starting to build the tracks. So we're gonna start building up the ideas. So this week I've been collecting all the, basically organizing it. Kind of a tedious week, but we're getting the work done. Been organizing all the content into this public pack here. So this stack of folders are a bunch of loops ready to go, and I'm going to be adding more to it throughout the rest of this week. So by the end of this week, this will be done, ready, full. All the samples, all the members that sent me samples, all their loops will be named and organized, keyed, BPM, producer name, all that information here. Public pack, anyone can download this. So this is what we're working on this week. A lot of it's happening off stream because it's just boring. But and then we're also working with BandLab this week. We're practicing and figuring this out. So next week, starting Monday, a little exciting week. I'm really excited for it because again, we're going to be taking all those loops, dropping them into programs like Ableton and things like that that are just real quick. Ableton is really quick at time stretching and pitching and all that stuff, random loops together. And I'll do examples of it in FL Studio because I'm, everyone knows I'm FL Studio first, and you can do the same stuff in FL Studio, but y'all see why I'm doing it in Ableton over FL Studio once we get that going. And then once we figure out solid ideas next week, following weeks we'll be turning those into actual tracks. So next week's gonna be fun because again we have 35, I think 35 sample produced, over 35 or close to 35 producers have sent me samples. So we got 35 sample packs to play with. All are going to be seamless loops to be ready to be dumped right into like Ableton, and we're going to figure out which loops belong together. 1 second. 1 second. Phone's ringing. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I tried to go live right now to BandLab at the same time. That didn't work, and it's kind of got me distracted. Because just now signed up for 1 month of Restream, something I didn't think I'd ever really do anytime soon. But if I can make this worth it, like the many viewers that we had over on BandLab and the audience that's over on BandLab and the activity, it will be worth it alone to add that kind of audience to these streams. I really think so. I hope I can get this to work because I just, got 1 month trial for it. If not, oh well. So this is what happened. It is not going live. So what I need to do, I go back over to BandLab. It's another test stream. Should I put up the testing sign? Test. I'll probably turn that off. Okay, we're gonna figure out how to get this BandLab working. Why aren't you working, BandLab? Probably gonna have to stop the stream and come back. So if that happens, just watch for the stream to come back, I guess. Okay, so I go to bandlab.com. Like I said, I streamed earlier today and I got it to work. But I streamed straight to BandLab, which even if this doesn't work, I'm still going to stream straight to BandLab as an extra stream. Feedback worked really good over there. Everybody wants feedback on their track, of course. It makes for a really good way to invite people into the community. A lot of people stop by. I wasn't really paying attention, but if I had to say why, it's because there's not a, maybe it's a new feature. Here, I'll show people what we're talking about here. So if you go to BandLab, you go to Explore. Is it Explore? On the phone, it's Explore. And there's a section that says live content or something like that. Okay, here it is. Here we go. Here's a few live streamers going right now. And 27 views, 9 views, 37 views. The DJs have I've seen DJs with 700 views or whatever going on. Anyways, I went live just to test it, and then I went back and we peaked at 40 viewers, and it was just a really short, quick stream. And the thing is, BandLab, we have so many members that are already members of BandLab, and there's so many members over there in BandLab that are just like perfect members for the music production arena. So that's my motivations here. Okay, let's figure this out. So I go to my channel. I always click project instead of view profile, right? And we click live. It's gonna give me this key and stuff. 1 moment, please. We're setting up your live stream. A URL stream key will appear once it's ready. Okay, so it gives me this stuff. I mean, I'm supposed to just put it in here. I don't care if anyone sees this. Control A, delete, Control V. All right, there's that. I'm gonna have to definitely restart this. Save. Okay, sending data. Let's see if it connects without me restarting it. That would be ideal. Okay, so I remember last time I did this, it took me a minute. It took it a second still over here to connect. So what we want to see is we want to see this where it says let's begin, just to automatically say we're streaming. Come on, work. It's working. Say we're streaming. It's working. Say we're streaming. Y'all want to know what guild looks like when I'm excited? Well, you can't see my face. I'm excited. Okay, it's working. It says you're live. Share to feed. I'm excited. Okay, it's working. It says you're live. Share to feed. Okay, I'm excited. Okay, it's working. Let's do an official start to this stream now. Okay, it's working. Let's do an official start to this stream. It doesn't actually record the stream on BandLab. That's another thing I like about the BandLab live stream. It's not recording. So when you're streaming just over there to BandLab, get some reverb. When you're streaming just over there, I was saying that's some reverb. Do I got reverb going on here? Delays over that. That's probably why the volume was turned up there. Okay, so this is what's happening. And as I was just saying, like, so BandLab doesn't actually record the video like Twitch and YouTube does. And what I like about that is, so if I was streaming just to BandLab, you know, dead air is a little bit more appropriate. I mean, it's not that bad because, you know, it's whatever. No one's going to be rewatching it. And then also, you play people's music for feedback. When you're streaming just to BandLab, I can do feedback easily because those videos aren't recorded anyways. So you ain't worry about copyright. But anyways, now that we're live everywhere, I'm going to do another little opening to this for any BandLab viewers that might jump in. Pull up. I don't think the BandLab chat's going to pop into the multi-chat. So we're going to have a separate window for the chat. I'll leave that one for now. Okay. So now we are live in more places. We are live as usual on Twitch, YouTube. DLive has usually been our third extra platform, just to have an extra platform because it's nice. We've met a lot of people over there. DLive. So now we've added BandLab, which is a platform we've been talking a lot about lately. And turn off test stream. And I'm trying to incorporate more. Where I recently just figured out that I could stream the BandLab. I didn't realize you could, but when I figured that out, I had to give it a test. Gave it a test earlier today. I just like the vibe over there. I like the attention, the people that are there. I mean, the activity that's there, the music that's there. The platform is just perfect for what we're doing here, which is community collabs, sharing samples, sharing projects. So when I saw that you can go live on BandLab, I was like, okay, definitely want to do an extra stream. Well, that's hard for me because, you know, I already do this daily stream Monday through Friday. Which is fun, and I've got the perfect time for it, perfect time slotted out for it. So that's what I've been doing. So then when I see a new platform and I get all excited about it, I'm like, okay, cool, I want to do another stream here. I start trying to fit it into my schedule, and then I got to be more realistic. I'm like, okay, wait a minute, like, how much time do I actually have in the day? I want to be able to see the chat. Open a BandLab chat. Okay. Then I go, how much time I got there? I don't have time to do an extra stream every day. And then I'm like, well, then I'll just do it once a day, a week. But that's not like me. I can't just do something like 1 day a week or 2 days a week, because all those other days, it's just anxiety and feeling like I'm missing out. FOMO. So I like the daily model when I do live stream. So up here on the left of the stream is actually the BandLab chat. Oh, preset. That's my alternate account. Anyways, so long story short, I'm just saying I'm now streaming to BandLab right alongside our daily stream. So we already do a daily stream Monday through Friday, as everyone knows, 6 p.m. Eastern. We work on community-related projects. And then all of a sudden I started trying to figure out, oh, hey, BandLab's a really good platform. Let's figure out a way to use it along with the collabs. And then I quickly stumbled upon the live stream, and I go, well, that just makes sense. Let's tie it all together. So I'm gonna test 1 month of the Restream platform. Hey, we're back. You know, I ain't got no money. I ain't got a lot of money. I got a little bit of money to invest in my projects and hobbies, which this is a big hobby of mine for sure. If it's worth it to multicast out to a few other platforms and get more people involved and more people watching and stuff, I think it'll be worth it. But you know, so that's what's happening today. I'm glad it's working now. So let's see. I'm not gonna leave this chat up. We'll figure out a better way to. I'll monitor the chat over here, but we'll figure out a better way to like get the BandLab chat mixed in with the other chat. Okay, so again, so music production arena community. You'll find the links to our channels on top of the Twitch, top of the YouTube. You'll find the YouTube channel. You'll find links to our Discord and all our other channels, including our SoundCloud. With a music production arena community, we invite all music producers to join us any level. We're humble but growing community. We do a lot of collabs, feedback live streams, and we do other competitions and challenges. We'll do a quick let's do some announcements on that. Now I got everything running. So yes, as I was saying, we do challenges. One of the challenges, real simple challenge, MPA Spooky Challenge 2021, almost up. Last day to do this is Friday. Submit your track into the Discord under the event submission channel, Spooky Sound and Track, and then we're going to pick a winner. First place winner gets gifted 1 month Discord Nitro. Just for fun, Spooky Challenge. Spooky. There's a sample pack there. These samples were donated from members of the community. You can download the samples, find the sample packs on the Discord of the Amino. All right, so we've got till Friday. A few more days to do that one. Pull this up over here. This is our Music Production Arena Discord. Again, you'll submit your tracks in the event submission. Got 3 submissions so far for that. All right, other quick announcement is our ongoing community support playlist. I'm continuing to look for music on SoundCloud. It's the only platform right now that I'm looking. Future we'll do Spotify and YouTube more. Definitely Spotify. So this is our Music Production Arena playlist. You can do them on SoundCloud. You can find Music Production Arena on SoundCloud. All the links are also in the Discord. I'm looking for music from our members that are posted each month. Post on that month's playlist. Reposting the music and adding it to the playlist. Kind of get that going. I want to say, even though this is probably one of my favorite little pieces of art that I did, I'm not an artist, I'm not a graphic designer, and I just spent a lot of time yesterday for some reason looking at all the art that I've come up with for all the playlists and other things I did. I'm like, I'm not a graphic designer, and I wish I had better graphic designing skills. This is the best I can do. But anyways, just throwing that out there that even I know that my artwork is kind of simple, basic. I like this tree. I was like, well, I really like this one. And I start looking at all the other ones. I'm like, man, so much of my graphics is just so basic. But anyways, I'm aware. I'm aware. Maybe in the future I'll get better at graphics. Okay, so that's the support playlist. Make sure you're following us on SoundCloud, and we'll follow you back, and then we can find your music and repost it. Okay, so we're working on community collabs. They're ongoing community collabs. Everyone knows that's why we've been coming back each day, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Working on season 2. So we're now week 4, season 2. This week, a little bit more of a boring week because I messed up the schedule and kind of got off schedule. But the main reason why it's so boring is I'm just organizing loops and samples. So we're gonna get into that second half of the stream. Save some of that for later. But I will have all that done by the end of this week. Going into next week, starting week 5, we're going to be taking a lot of those loops, dropping them, all the loops basically, trying to figure out what works with what. We're going to be dropping them into Ableton. I've already said that once today, so I won't say it all again, but we're going to be dropping those loops into Ableton, figuring out what goes with what, getting ready for week 6, which is actually building the tracks, with building the kit, So next week 5, we're just going to be throwing the loops together, trying to figure out what works with what. We're going to have a lot of different ideas. And then the following week we have to pick those best ones. You know, pick the best drum beats, the best bass lines, the best everything, and start building the tracks. So that's the plan for week 5 and week 6. Look forward to those. This week might be a little more boring. Every Friday though is our new laid back free Friday, free Friday and feedback Friday. So Fridays, if anything, just Friday's a good day to stop by now because we decided to make Fridays casual Friday, where we take a break from the collabs a little. Like we'll still talk about them, but we're gonna take a little bit of a break from the monotonous work of whatever that week was, and kind of tie and wrap it all up for the most part. But we're also going to use that day to give feedback to tracks, play around with other plugins, and talk about things. So Friday's a little more casual. So everyone, that's what we have planned for this week and going into next week. That's the MPA community collabs. Music production arena. Okay. I didn't want to get all my hopes up and stuff, but I'm hoping that, okay, so the band lab, as earlier when I was, sorry if anyone's chatting in the band lab and I don't see the chat. I'm going to check it here in a second. This is the new, I've never multicasted to band lab at the same time while doing my normal collab stream. So normally we stream on Twitch only, and YouTube, Twitch and YouTube, and that's normal. I got that under control. People stop by, and it's usually people that are involved with the collabs, and a few people stop by here and there. Band lab, I don't know, the potential of the audience stopping by at this time and how it will go and who's interested in this. But so this is all new to me. Band lab streaming is new to me. So let's I don't want to get my hopes up. Like there's no one seems to be chatting right now. I want to take a look here. Back up. Band lab pulled up here, live streaming. 7 people. I mean, that's awesome. That's 7 more people than we normally have. So the 7 people that are over on band lab, welcome. And just to fill you in a little bit, this is a stream we normally do on Twitch every day. I decided to try to multicast at the band lab just to see how it goes. So today is kind of a test when it comes to the band lab side of things. But feel free to follow me on the band lab page, which is Music Production Arena. So, share some links here. Only Twitch and YouTube. And DLive. Oh, I forgot about Fox Galaxy on DLive. No, I said DLive earlier, but anyway, so yeah, so now streaming to a few other platforms just to see what it's like. So this little view count down here is not showing us the band lab views or the band lab chat. That's the only problem with this, because band lab is counted. It's not integrated into restream.io yet, so it's counted as like an extra or custom URL. So I sent to a custom place. So it's working, and we actually probably gonna have more viewers on band lab than we do in the normal thing over here, which is pretty neat. So tune in wherever. But the problem I'm gonna have is monitoring the chat. I can see it over here on the phone, but monitoring it on stream, I'm about to figure that out. We'll figure that out. But anyways, back. I just want to address the band lab people since we're here. I don't want to confuse anyone. I want to let people know that we are going to figure something out for band lab daily, because I won't. I've been repeating myself a lot, but here I just want everyone to know that I'm taking band lab and I'm going to figure out the best way to mix it in with our ongoing community collabs that we've already been doing. So basically, for those that know me, the guild leader in the Music Production Arena community, we've planted our flag at many other platforms. We're now planting a flag over here in band lab. We've made a community for band labs, the Music Production Arena community page. Best page to follow is just follow my main profile until I figure all this out. But I don't want to do that. It's probably like the stream key or something. Copy band lab community Music Production Arena. Let's copy some of these links. So this is the band lab community page. Members are starting to follow it. So this is our community page over on band lab. Think of it as just like another amino platform, or just different. So let's back up a little. Let's go. We got bands. We've got a music production MPA studio band. The band that members can. Fox Galaxy says, "What? What are you referring to, Fox?" Okay, so here's the MPA studio band. It already has 19 members in this band. We're like a big boy girl band on stage doing dance moves. This is a huge band. It's not K-pop. This would be like world pop. I don't know. have bad jokes. Facebook. Oh, it was just on there, so I clicked it. I don't even use Facebook. I was testing, so I'm testing. Let me go to the restream now. Where did you see that? Yeah, so a long time ago, or not a long time ago, but a while back, maybe last year, a few months ago or something, I don't remember. I was talking to my girlfriend and she said, you need to make a Facebook page for your community. And I was like, I don't use Facebook, but I do it anyways to see whatever. And then I never looked at it or whatever. Then I tried to stream to Facebook one day and it said you can't stream to Facebook pages. I mean, Facebook pages. You can only do like personal profiles. And I was like, well, that's not going to do me any good. So I never multicasted to it. Well, since I'm trying this out for 1 month and I went ahead and got 1 month of Restream.io so I can do BandLab, I went ahead and threw Facebook on there. We ain't got no viewers, so I'll probably not really get all excited about that. But that's Facebook. Check mark in the chat thing. I see. Oh, yeah. Hey, I mean, I'm not against Facebook. I just don't spend any time over there. I don't feel like my artist self when I'm on Facebook. I feel more like a family reunion. That's not a bad thing, right? That's a good thing. Facebook is really good for keeping up with my family and my friends from high school. But I've like never really used Facebook for anything. But I mean, that's not to say it's not good because it's actually, major businesses all around the world. We all know this because when it shut down for a couple hours the other day, the whole world stopped. Facebook is like it's like professional in a sense, but I don't use Twitter either at this point. So, anyways, that has nothing to do with this. I am happy that we got BandLab going here and going through Restream. I will have to put in a new stream key every day because I notice on BandLab it resets each day that I do it, but that's good. Don't worry about anyone taking it. Right. So it's the band. Go ahead and put my profile in the chat. Definitely, the best thing right now on BandLab is just follow me so I can follow you back. I'm getting confused with all the different profiles, and there's like I get the community profile, I got the band profile, got my personal profile. So there's BandLab, music production arena. That's just the main profile, my main profile page or profile for. That's the one that actually goes live and gets notifications and stuff. So follow me there. I'll follow you back. BandLab. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Since it's just kind of a test with the whole BandLab thing, I'm not going to worry too much. I will monitor. I don't see anyone chatting over there right now, but I will monitor it just because I'm curious. This is really just a test to see if it's even worth streaming over there at the same time or just doing a completely separate stream altogether if and when I can fit it in my schedule. But for right now, let's do the normal. Let's just get back to the normal stream. Community Collab Season 2. I'll keep an eye on the BandLab stream. For those that do already have the BandLab, make sure I'm following you or you're following the page so I can follow you. If not, and you have any other more questions about it, you can just message me on Discord. I'll make sure you get all the links. Guild 1000 on Discord. All right. Let me close this. A lot of people wanted on BandLab was feedback. I'm not going to do feedback during this stream, but I definitely see potential in doing just feedback streams straight to BandLab, listening to BandLab tracks, meeting people on BandLab and stuff. That seems to be a good idea. All right, MPA Community Collab Season 2, Week 4. We've got a lot of samples to get through to get into the folders. Said this is a little bit more of a boring week when it comes to the work that needs to be done. Although when I just put in the work and I don't stop talking so much, I actually really enjoy this kind of work. Maybe it would be better if I saved it for off stream, but here we go. I need to pull up the spreadsheet, see where we're at. I'm going to come back to DLC Ninja. I'm going to start down here at the bottom. Go Ski Lion. We need to take Ski Lion samples. We need to put them into the folder, public pack. We got to rename them. Then I'll move Ski Lion's name from over here on the left over to the right side. That's how we'll know we're done with the Ski Lion samples. What do we got? So I already have his samples. These samples online, collected samples, quite a few samples. When I look at all the samples from last season and this season, it still boggles me how he collected so many. But then I just look at the samples for just this season, and I'm like, wow, I got way more than I thought I was gonna get to. That's another reason why I slowed down the promo. I do a lot of promoting the collab right when it starts, but then all of a sudden I realized I got like too many people giving me samples, which is actually good because I would never turn down any sample come my way. But then all of a sudden I kind of start getting realistic. I'm like, wait a minute, slow down. 35 people already. This is good. This is way more than last season. So, all right, we got 1, 2, 3. We got 6 samples here. Go to blank. So my main goal is to basically rename them, but no, I mean actually the main goal of this is to make seamless loops, as I keep saying. And seamless as in they loop without making a click or a pop, and they without and being right on the grid. So seamless in that sense. All right, clear my throat. Talk very loudly into the mic. Cut off the tails, like the one shot, turn them into loops. And then another big goal is to figure out the key and BPM. So sometimes it's gonna be a little tedious, and sometimes it's not. It just depends on what the samples, what condition the sample's already in. These are great samples. We've already heard them. And I'm realizing this is that when we were listening to them originally is when we should have been also resampling them in the loops. Talked about that. We'll probably have to do that on season 3 to get rid of, just to move past this stage a little quicker. But since we didn't do that this season, we gotta actually do it now. We gotta figure out what key all this stuff is in. Fun. All right, these came from Ski Lion, longtime member of the MPA community, Ski Lion, and they came from like an analog setup, so they're really nice. Really, you guys, a lot of texture. Still gonna process them in different ways to get them to work for what we need them for. But check these out. So mainly just trying to figure out the keys. So I'm not gonna play these like straight through already because we already did that. I'm gonna sit here and play them just long enough to figure out the key. Okay. Actually, I do know the key and BPM of this. Well, I know the BPM. I know that Ski Lion set these at 174. So that makes that part easy. Ira says, I'm super tired. I'm going to head to bed. But as always, I wish y'all much fun. Maybe tomorrow will be a bit more durable. Definitely, Ira. As always, I wish you a good night's sleep. And I'll update you on, once we get to your samples. Because your samples are coming up. When I get your samples into loops, I'll make sure you know when we're doing that. All right. Have a good night. Fox Galaxy in the chat. CJ Kamikaze, you still with us? I think we already did all. CJ Kamikaze ended up with a lot of loops, and I got all those packs in there. A lot of CJ. I was working on the DLC Ninja stuff that was sent a while back from DLC Ninja for a sample challenge. He's got quite a few loops as well. So actually gonna have both. I wanted to do a collab with the two of y'all last season, DLC and CJ at me. I just never got around to it, so maybe I'll pull that off this season. All right, so these are 174 beats per minute. They were supposed to be E minor. They are E minor. So they are, you know what? Ski Lion already gave me all the information because I actually told Ski Lion beforehand what this track was about. So that makes this easy. So if I roll up here on the spreadsheet, 174 is just for collab number 1, Ski Lion, Dead Cousin Guild, collab 1, 174 beats per minute, E minor. Yeah. So, just checking something. Yeah, so Ski Lion, something that I just never rendered them into loops, so that's what I gotta do now. So luckily I already know that information. I can just go here, put it at 174. Looks like some of them got a tail, so these are 16 bar loops. I'm actually gonna cut the tail off. I'll still have the original samples if we want to go back and say, oh, we needed the tail got cut off. But I want these to be seamless loops. Now I have to go check the start of these and make sure that's the problem here. That's just the ending. Honestly, I don't know. Let's start with the drum beat. Go with this drum beat. 174. Okay, so this one's already good. Copy. Okay, drum beat's already good. Let's start with the drum beat. I'm going to Make unique as sample. Right, and then make unique as sample. I'm gonna jump over to the public pack again. This is the pack that anyone can download. Let me go ahead and share it again. Let's share it. This is, if you go to the Discord, you go to the event announcements, you scroll to the latest post for the community collabs. There's a link to the sample pack. I'm gonna copy that link right now. I'm gonna paste it into this chat. I'm gonna also paste this on BandLab. I haven't forgot about BandLab today. BandLab, you see that we got about 20 viewers now. This is a new thing I'm trying. I've never streamed BandLab before. I wanted to see how it goes. See, we have 20 viewers over in BandLab, just so the other people know what's happening over there. We actually, that's what's I like about BandLab. There's people, there's people there. Hi, BandLab. This is a stream we do Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, where we work on community-related projects. So, just getting started on the BandLab side of things. But seems to be pretty fun. I'm gonna click in here. I'm going to add this link to the chat over here in BandLab. This link to the chat over here in BandLab. This link to the chat over here in BandLab. This link. That's linked to the sample pack if anyone wants to get involved. All these projects will also be added to BandLab projects. So if you want to, wait a little bit, there'll actually be BandLab projects for all this stuff to go along with it. Hey, give me a second. So post that link there. I'll also share another quick link while we're at it. This link here is for the document that I'm using, the spreadsheet document that has all the information about the collabs and the people involved and the information. So those links there in the BandLab chat, if you want to follow them or save them and refer back to them to see how the collabs are going. All right, hey Jelly, good to see you in the chat. So Jelly recently, talking to Jelly in Discord, going to be joining the collabs as well. Yeah, Jelly, I agree. Send a message talking about like BandLab being a good platform for, I was overlooking it. Like I saw what it was, but I just didn't want to put too much effort into because I had like I was spread thin on doing all these other things. Started doing these live streams and realized how good BandLab is actually going to be for what we're already doing. So I'm really known for just testing it regardless. I don't like just having an idea and not really giving it a good test. Even if it seems weird and doesn't seem to work out, you got to really give everything a really solid test and not be scared of failure. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, here comes BandLab. Let's try to, see how much we can get BandLab involved with the collabs and collab involved with BandLab. And it just seems to be that perfect thing, but it's going to take some time setting it up. It's going to take some time promoting and sharing it, and getting the idea together. Which is the concept of having a band. The band can have projects. So I've created 8 projects from season 1. I'm going to publish these once I get them done. But then we got season 2, so that makes sense. And then we're bands, which I don't know the limit, but I think there's a limit on members of bands, so we're going to have to figure that out. The community, they have a community page. It's perfect for us because then we can share all our updates for all the other things we have going on, including our community sport playlist, producer battles, feedback streams, live stream. All that other information can be posted on the Music Production Arena BandLab page. But the best part about it that I'm really excited about right now is the live streaming on there, because they got it and it works, and seems to be, at least as right now, people actually view the stream. And so just want to say, for anyone that is viewing through BandLab, thanks for checking this out and entertaining me while I test out this live stream multi-stream thing, see if it's worth it. All right, so back to what we were doing. Public pack. By the way, Jelly, take your time whenever you feel, whenever you want to send samples. It's never really too late to send samples. That spreadsheet document thing there is a good way to kind of monitor the key and the BPM of the tracks if you want to make like samples specifically for a track that's already going. And there's no limit to many producers that can be on one of the tracks, so we can stack it up. As this goes on, the tracks start coming together, and it'll give people more ideas on what kind of samples to add. All right, new folder. Creating a Ski Lion folder inside the public pack. Name it Ski Lion pack. Whoa. Destination already contains a ski lion pack. Aha. Okay. Delete that one then. Ski lion pack. Already ski lion pack. Hey, look at this. I saved it all. I already did all this. I saved them all as one shots. So what we'll do is we'll just save this one drum beat as not a one shot, and we'll move on to the next pack. Ski lion. Here, I'll play some of these other ones. Don't tell me to take my time. Give me a deadline. I work better under pressure. Yeah, I'm the same way because I wait to the last day to do everything. So if there's no deadline, there's never a last day, and that last day never comes. The deadline. Well, I'll tell you right now. Then this week, by the end of this week, is the best week to get your samples in and be at the same place as all the other samples, because we haven't started fitting any of the samples together really. We just got a list of people that have sent samples, and I've been sending this week, getting them all into loops. And while we're on the subject, if you send them to me already in seamless loops format with the key and the BPM already in the titles of the files, makes it that much quicker and easier. So what I'm doing is I'm figuring out the key, the BPM of all these samples by the end of this week. So you can get to me by the end of this week. Next week, we're going to be taking all the loops and putting them together to come up with ideas. So we don't really know what loops are going with what necessarily, but we're going to be trying to mix them together. Like those old games where you mix like the head and the body and the legs of 3 different people. Or no, like basically we're going to be coming up with ideas next week. So this week will be a good week. Next week, still get them in, because while we're doing that, you can just send me some loops and we'll throw them in the mix. After that, it'll be a little bit different. You'll probably be sending samples for the songs that are already started. So just being realistic, if you want to wait. In a couple more weeks, there'll be songs already started, tracks already started, and we're going to need specific things, like a bass line maybe, or a vocal, or a lead. Each track's going to need specific things, and I'm going to be calling, like an old school producer. I'm going to be looking for the right people for the right things and right samples for the right job, or whatever, and I'm going to be taking notes here on the spreadsheet of that information. So, like, say collab 1 needed a drum beat, I'm going to write needs drums. And then each week it'll be the deadline for that week anyways. But the whole season will be done by like December. Good. Yeah. Jelly says I have good mental fortitude, my friend. The sheer amount of samples and people would explode my mind. You know what? I have to be excited about it, a project, to actually put attention on it. Like, it's always been hard for me to do collabs. I never finish them. The main reason why is because my focus has always been on my tracks, my projects, and then when a collab is kind of like an extra project, and it's all about perspective and like and desire to be collabing with that person maybe or whatever. Then I got older, and projects got bored with different projects, and I was looking for new projects, and I'm like, all of a sudden I was like, I don't know, I want to do collabs. I want to do collabs, and I was trying to think of a good way to do that. But actually, the main thing I wanted to do, Jelly, was live stream production. I've always wanted to do live stream production. So, but I never just wanted to be like an over-the-shoulder style, producing my own personal tracks, watch me make a track. That's never felt right when I was streaming online doing that. I wanted to do something collaborative. So that's how I came up with this idea. And then what I'm trying to say is it became my main project, because like I had no other projects going on. And I was like, well, this be my main project. And I've probably said this 1,000 times on stream. It's really fun. Really fun for me. I don't know. I never thought it'd be this fun. So it's like the collector in me, the community leader in me, the networker in me, the producer in me, all that combined, the live streamer in me, all that combined. This makes for a perfect stream for me. And I found the right time of the day to do it. So that's why I got the mental fortitude to do it, because I'm just really into it. It's like it's my only kind of passion project I have going on right now. Everything else is just work and life and stuff. So thanks everyone for getting involved and letting me have so much fun. And I hope it's fun for people too getting involved. That's why I'm sharing all the samples with everybody. I know for some people just want to watch the stream. Some people want to just do a collab with just me and work on one collab, or just one collab with a group of people. And some people like the whole idea of working on 8 collabs at one time, because we have people making samples for every track. We have a lot of people came back from season 1, came to season 2, and we've got a handful of people that show up every day. So all that motivates me to keep doing it and then try to turn it into something. because again, my main focus is I wanted to have a live stream every day anyway. So, just trying to figure out the best format for a live stream. So it says, yeah, it's a great idea because people want to watch more and they can actually get involved. Yeah, that's the main thing. Get involved is the way I think. It's like the old call-in things where you can call in, or even like modern streams where you can like chat and talk with the streamer and stuff. But to actually be able to send in a sample, add it to the track in real time, like, hey, we're working on when you could use vocal chop for this. We've had members like not run, but like open up their studio, FL Studio at the same time, or their laptop or whatever, same time, come up with something real quick and send it to me in real time, add it to the track, maybe 10-15 minutes after I mentioned it, all during the same stream. That really is very interactive. And then once we get BandLab going with everything, because BandLab, itself, even without the live stream, is very interactive community band. So we combine the two. We're talking, got something going. All right, so move on to the next pack. Thanks, Jelly, by the way. Decided to get you involved too with the collabs. I understand the deadline thing too. With giving yourself a deadline, it definitely works for me. Yay boy. What's up? Coming in from YouTube. I don't recognize your name, so I'll just quickly tell you that this is the Music Production Arena daily live stream. We work on community collabs. So good to have you tuning in Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. We have a Discord. If you're a music producer, we invite you to join us on our Discord. You'll find the link on top of the YouTube channel. All right, let's listen to this sample real quick from Ski Lion. This one needs to be cut up. Okay, so 174. So this was just like some one shots again that need to be cut up. I've already dropped this one shot into the shared public pack. So people already have this if you want to download it. I'm not going to worry too much about turning. I don't think I'm going to worry too much about turning this one into seamless loops. Although I realized what Ski Line did here. Kind of already put it to the grid. Like that. Not right on the grid. These are all this stuff like comes in like a little. I don't remember the exact sense and stuff that Ski Line was using, but some analog gear stuff. So we got some raw analog sounding samples here that we get to add to our tracks, and they're already at 174 beats per minute E minor, so they're gonna fit right into collab number 1. I want to split these up into one shot. This needs to be. Jelly says the interaction is so organic as well, just like talking, hanging with mates, but you're actually productive. Unlike mates, IRL mates, I'm not salty at all. It says unlike my IRL mates, I'm not salty at all. I've a lot of people. I'm still in little groups with people I've been roommates with, I've worked with through like different jobs I've had, that we've started band projects, group projects. And I've just never had we've never had much luck. It could be a lot to do with me and the way I work, my workflow. I don't know, but me and my good friend I'm talking about never had much luck actually ever getting a track done when we're in the same room at the same time. And now we've kind of started just sending samples back and forth, and it kind of works for us, whatever. But it really is a workflow and an understanding that has to kind of be developed and experimented with before you can get that going. Like, I don't know. And then I started figuring out the best way for me to finish tracks is to write songs and to kind of get stuff done. Now is I'm more of I'm calling like jamming style, like really just hitting record a loop recorder and start just playing with all your different loop plugins and MIDI keyboards. That's the best thing that works for me in the moment, kind of jams, and me and that guy I'm talking about are figuring out that like that's the best way we're gonna actually be able to finish some songs, is we're gonna have to come up with a whole bunch of loops, get them all loaded up in Ableton, and just jam together in the moment, and then capture whatever we come up with and call it a song. Because executing a song, it's not cookie cutter. You can follow other people's cookie cutter methods, but really when it comes down to it, if you want to enjoy making music, you have to do what you enjoy doing in the studio, you know. And there's so many different ways to make music that I don't know. I don't always enjoy just clicking in notes into a piano roll, but I do enjoy playing the keyboard. You know what I mean? So it's like because there's no deadline. Yeah. Wait. I'm gonna give you a deadline, Jelly. This week. No, wait, this week's almost over. Definitely give me some samples by the end of next week, and it's gonna help me out the most for sure. If that's what you're still talking about. Jelly says I agree. In the moment jams work for me. Record it and then chop it up after. Yep, exactly. Just record it, play, move the knobs, just really get into it and jam it. Cause you can take all that content later, which is exactly what I've been doing with my main project at this point. Taking all that content later, you cut up the video clips, you can post on Instagram or whatever. You can cut up the little audio into stems, loops, all kinds of stuff. Make jingles, sample packs, all that stuff out of it, or just use it to write full songs. Rename these samples. I really want to instead of writing a full song in the moment, just write shorter songs like 1 minute little clips or whatever, and then do a performance with a whole bunch of 1 minute clips, and then in the performance, you'll be giving them a middle, a build up, a drop, breakdown, build it back up, a drop. So you kind of arrange the song during the performance by mixing it with the next song and then the next song and the next song. So I kind of got this idea of like, okay, I don't need to fully arrange a song, uh, fully arrange the song right away. Let's just come up with a bunch of good ideas. You know, the thing that every producer does in the studio, and they end up with 1,000 good ideas, but they never finish a song. That's not that bad of a thing. Just take all those ideas, put them into Ableton, do a performance with them. Your performance is like an hour long. You know, there you go. You just got to make sure you have all those transitions in there that makes the song breathe. That's like my goal right now, is to kind of like get that going on. Wobbles, and you can talk about wobbles and detunes. F minor. I'm just gonna turn these into one shots. Do that by just copy, make unique as sample. Boom. Yeah. So next season, I plan to do this tedious job here, renaming everything. I'm gonna do it earlier in the season as I collect the samples, because we've already spent a good couple weeks collecting samples and doing this already and everything. Seems to be dragging on. So my goal for next season, when we do that, is kind of combine the first two stages. 174. See, there's no BPM. These are one shots on these with no BPM. Really, these are just like shot one shots. I'm gonna call E minor, ski line, E minor, wobbles, and D tunes. Save that. Okay, we can just go through each one of these and give them a unique number. Jelly said, asking, you said nothing happened with your roommate. My response was because there's no deadline. Oh, okay. No, you're right. Actually, that has a lot to do with it. We're still working together. Me and my old roommates, even got a band lab project going on and stuff. And I'm trying to get them into it as well. Cause we work actually best now, just sharing samples. Probably best through just opening up Ableton projects and sharing the project. Um, he's a performer more than I was, a DJ and a performer, and I was more of a producer than trying to get into the performer thing. So crossing worlds, and he's a good producer too. And it's just kind of like we never really could balance what we wanted to do, which has a lot to do with performing, not just producing. We want to put on a big show, like the whole thing, whole 9 yards, costumes, lights, mastering. I should just be able to now. Update, modify. Hey, someone in the band lab. I just now noticed. I forgot the band lab chat was going. Someone said hello. Christopher over in band lab. Hi. I am testing a band lab stream today. Y'all can, for those on band lab, you can definitely expect me to be doing a lot of band lab streams. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it. Today I'm testing it, multicasting my normal Twitch stream. I mean, our community normal Twitch stream for the community. I'm just multicasting it in band lab. See how that goes. And then I'll try some other things too. But I'm gonna do another quick check. No, I'm like the king of getting sidetracked. Uh, I'm gonna do another quick little thing over here because I'm just curious. We're BandLab. Curious to how many viewers we're actually getting on BandLab. So notice I have to exit out, kick back on. 36 viewers. Might be the peak we've had so far. So that's awesome. You know, we've been doing the Twitch stream now for about 13 weeks or so, and we get about peak 15 to, I think we peaked around 15, 16 viewers, which, you know, I'm grateful for every viewer that comes, because it's not, this ain't about like getting 1,000 viewers. This is more about getting people involved with the collabs. So I would say that normally just getting our 15 peak viewers sometimes on a good day, of promoting. Everyone that views is usually involved with the collabs. That's been neat. It's been great so far. I've seen a potential to stream this in front of BandLab and see what kind of viewership we'll get over there. So I just wanted to say, anyone that is viewing on BandLab right now, just let y'all know that just follow my main page, follow my profile, Music Production Arena, and I'm going to be doing lots of streams. And we do community collabs. So right, perfect for BandLab. There's gonna be lots of collabs, lots of potential promo channel, and we do producer battles. It's Jelly. No. Jelly, that's actually that has a lot to do with what I've been talking about this week. This week ended up being the actual work that I got to get done, which is the loop rendering. Ended up being some very boring week, so I actually made this entire week a little bit more of a chatty Cathy week, and that's okay because I'm actually going to be getting all this tedious work done after hours before next week. So don't even worry. We've already decided that questions in the chat makes for a better stream than me just working. So we want these streams to kind of almost feel like a podcast talking to things. So just yeah, one day everyone talking to me, I get zero work done. Maybe I'll second guess that, but I actually enjoy the conversation. Like a date modified. I'm really just kind of monitoring the fact that we got a BandLab chat going on with multiple viewers over there. At least checking in, see what this is all about, at least for one day. It's got me feeling like today's stream, regardless, is pretty good just for the testing alone. But as far as resampling this stuff, I'm just doing it as filler work. Filler work. So click on this. This should be easy. I can just go in here and give each one of these a unique number. So ski line wobble number 2, make unique sample. Make unique a sample. Make unique a sample. Public text ski line unique number 3. Okay, so all these samples will be available to download in the public shared pack. The best thing you can do, best reason to download the samples other than just getting free samples would be to get involved with the collabs that way. So there's different ways people can get involved with the collabs. Another way to get involved with the collabs is just download the samples and do your own mix and matching of the samples and come up with your own version of the collabs. Like my 8 versions that I have are just that. They're my versions of the collabs, but anyone can do a version of the collabs. And the trick is like, so whatever samples you use from whatever packs, those are the producers' names that you're collabing with. Kind of a weird way of collabing, but it works, you know? It's like, you know, it's not that like back and forth discussion on like what is the track going to sound like. It's more of a, okay, all these samples came from these few producers, so it's a collaborative. Sample. And, you know, you don't have to share it as a collab or whatever. That's, you can just use them for your own project or whatever. That's part of these being royalty free. I'm gonna have to go rename all these again. One shot at the end. One shot. That's like a song. I don't know what song though. You've got one shot. No, I think I'm mixing multiple songs together. What's that Eminem 8 Mile song? You've only got one. D-line. D-tune 6 one shot. I'm gonna have to go rename all those one shot. Do that in a little bit. Save that. Make unique as sample. Seven. Okay, so there, all the one shot, all that's cut up. We can move on from ski line, but before I do, I'm gonna jump over to the pack and rename those. Really want the ones that are one shots to be labeled one shot, so when I'm throwing them really quickly into Ableton and other loop programs, I'm not confused to why they're not looping right away. So let's go. Paste. Whoa. What was that message? All right, all right. One shot, one shot, one shot, one shot. All right, what's done? Paste. One shot. 7 little one shots to be put into like a sampler there, and then there's a bunch of other like that are supposed to be kind of loops, but they weren't. I couldn't figure out how I wanted to loop them, so I'm gonna process those into like rechop them into loops. So I kept everything in ski line section one shots, unlike a lot of the other ones where I did do loops. So I made sure to label them all that way so we don't get confused. Go back now. Go to the next. Go to the next person so we can feel like we're making progress. Let's take the ski line, copy, cut, paste. This is the Google spreadsheet document to go along with it's like a companion to the collabs to keep track of everything. A little unorganized right now, but you know, whatever. All right, let's go to Young Outsider. Young Outsider sent some very simple stuff. Let's go check it out. What are we looking at on camera? We got camera pulled up. I never remember. So we're gonna close this out. So we're looking for Young Outsider. Young Outsider was in season 1 and has returned for season 2. I'm forgetting what they sent. Off-world string, straight EP, BS Magic, mellow bass. Can't remember if this is the new one or old one. This folder says new, so this would make me think this is the new stuff. See what this D thing is. Oh. Okay, so this just says D for some reason. Came from Young Outsider. Let's figure out the BPM and stuff. Something tells me it's not that fast. It makes me want to tap it at that. Let's see if that's really it. Young Outsider usually doesn't do stuff at that tempo. Let's see. Makes me think this is probably supposed to be 130. And I wonder if it's supposed to. Let's try 128. No, I think it's 130. I'm gonna determine now that this is 130 beats per minute. Let's figure out the key of it. Real simple sample. A. A, 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 A. There's a C major. It's C major. C major. C. This is normally halftime when halfway through where I normally do a bunch of announcements. But this live stream has been nothing but announcements, so I'm not gonna do that. But dude, give me 1 second to take a drink of water, rest my ears, take the headphones off for a second. I'm curious again. Yes, a little bit more of a laid back stream today. That's okay. Laid back week, honestly. But just more curious than anything about how this band lab thing might work out. How do you do this? Shout out BandLab. You know, they really got a pretty cool app thing. Pretty cool app thing going on here. Pretty cool app thing. 43 viewers. Thanks, viewers. You know, each time not trying to get my hopes up. I keep looking at it, wondering if it's gone up or gone down. It keeps going up. So 43 viewers. Not a lot of people chatting, but I mean, for anyone that does stop by, give me any feedback on what you think the stream would be good for, what BandLab would be good for. I do want to do feedback, but I'm not going to do it during the scheduled stream when we multicast to Twitch and YouTube. I'm not going to do feedback on that. But for the people that do follow Music Production Arena on BandLab, I could say, let you know that I'm going to be doing feedback streams for sure. WizKid. Got the moves. I'm going to be doing feedback streams. I think those would be really fun on BandLab. So if you got BandLab tracks and you're follow me back on BandLab, watch out for the random feedback streams that I'll be doing on BandLab. So I think it'll be really good. And then this stream right here that we're doing right now is Monday through Friday, just multicasting across multiple platforms, including Twitch, YouTube, DLive, now BandLab. So, okay, I'm going to just drink water. My orange flavored water. Okay. Next week will be funner because we're taking, like I keep saying, we're going to be taking all these loops and finally putting them together. It's going to be fun. As I figure out how to use BandLab a little bit more, I'll get all the links together and share them with the Discord community, with the Amino community, with everyone that's already involved with the collabs. Let everyone know that we're on BandLab, and then for everyone that's already on BandLab, that's not involved with the collabs, I'll make sure all the information there is linked back to the normal community that we have. We are just a humble, but growing community. You know, we constantly grow. That's what we have going for us, is constantly growing. Hey, we just got another Discord member, Noodle. I like your name. Welcome and thanks for joining the Discord. I will be sure to get you the proper roles. We're always growing. Our community, our Discord's now up to 246 members, you know, that are showing their, you know, public. 246 members in Discord. We come from a Amino community that had like 34,000, but it was, you know, that was all fluff for the most part because it was just whatever. But that died down. We still do have an Amino community. A lot of members that we have in the community come from that, but we've grown since then. We've evolved. Excuse me. We've evolved into Twitch community and SoundCloud community, YouTube community, Instagram community, and we're small footprint on each one, but with the consistent content, consistent growth and stuff, and motivation. We invite any music producer to join us over there. Join us on at least one of the profiles that you'll find us on. I gotta add roles. I'll fix that later. Newcomer, you get member role. That's the Music Production Arena Discord server. I'm gonna share it. Copy link. It's the best place to keep up with us. We got Producer Battle 11 coming up too. Forgot to share that next month, starting pretty much the beginning of the month. I think at least the first week of the month. Producer Battle 11. Got ideas for it. I'll share more about that later. So, you know what BandLab needs though is a pop-out chat. If I go to BandLab and I go to the stream, live stream BandLab. Go to my profile. I can't pop out the chat, so like the problem with that is it leaves up the stream at the same time. The window and the chat's over here. But I'm gonna chat's over here. Paste the Discord link in the chat for anyone that wants that. That's a Discord. Paste the link. Cord in the band lab. For anyone that wants chat. That's a Discord. Paste the link. Appreciate it. Okay. Anyways, back to what we're doing next week again. Don't miss next week because I'm gonna feel like we're back on track next week. This week I feel like I'm a little off track. I'm not gonna say behind because this is basically where I was planning on being. But then once we got to this point, I realized it would have been better if I would have skipped through this and got through this stage a little quicker. So, anyways, but being that we still got to put the work in, that's what we got to do. Got to put the work in. We got this 130 beats per minute, C major. Let's make unique as sample. Make unique as sample. Young Outsider. Public pack. New folder. I was saying we have 35 producers that have submitted samples so far for season 2. Jelly Bean's gonna be 36, I think. So it's 36 samples producers. That's way more than season 2, but that's good because that was way more than season 1, which is good because season 1 I kept feeling like we needed more samples. Guys, young. Oh, don't knock over my water. Biggest pet peeve of mine, since no one asked, is seeing rich producers. I'm just gonna assume it's because they're rich or something. Their insurance, they got insurance on all their gear. People that put their open drinks next to their expensive gear. You see it all the time on live streams, especially big name live streamers. They got their open drinks next to like their laptops and like analog gear and stuff. See it all the time, and I'm just like, are people just not as clumsy as me, or is their stuff insured and they ain't got to worry about? I don't know. I just can't do that. This desk right here is pretty safe. If I was to spill liquid here, there ain't nothing really electronic open, but still. All right, young outsider. Go. Know how to spell young outsider. Know how to spell words that I've spelt before. Know how to spell young outsider. 130. Your C major. Go drum. That's ain't a drum beat. These are chords. Chords. Super saw. Go chords. The date. 21. All right, that's in the pack. Let's see what else. So I think what happened is Young Outsider this time sent MIDI, and I saved the MIDI for later in the projects when we can like maybe dump it into one of the other projects. But MP3 is that. Let's look at some of these other samples. I got to remember where these samples come from. These are either from season 1 or these are samples that sent, and I just forgot to add them to the folders. Up and up. Okay, this is all from season 1, so we're not using these again. Okay, so Young Outsider kept it really simple this season, which is perfect, because we got a lot of people. So the Young Outsider sent this one sample, and they sent the MIDI to go along with it. I'm not gonna do anything with the MIDI myself. I've been saying all along, just to let people know, the one thing that I'm not doing during these community collabs, at least for these first 2 seasons, I'm not creating any of the sounds myself. I'm sourcing all the content from the members, and that's what really makes this work, makes this more collaborative. So it's like my goal is just to put everything together on stream, make some tracks out of it, and I do resample. So I'll take the samples that are sent to me and I'll add some more effects maybe, or process them and EQ them, pitch them, whatever, and resample them. But I'm not going to come up with any of the MIDI melodies, sound design, none of that myself. So I'm going to be call to action to all the different members that are involved to do that stuff, which if you think about it, is really what makes this work, what makes this so such a thing, Okay, so Young Outsider. Let's check Young Outsider off the list. Xandit. Okay, Xandit's got a lot of samples. I'm gonna do Xandit after hours. You want to catch an after hours stream? Heck, I'll probably do it on BandLab now at this point too. What I mean by after hour is it's not the scheduled stream. Like, you know, I got the scheduled stream Monday through Friday or whatever. Right here. After hours is when I spontaneously go live just to work on Phillips, and I don't talk as much. Like, I just shut up and work. Usually because it's late at night and I'm tired. But those after hour streams, I do them quite often. At least I plan to. I mean, I've done them in the past. It's just whenever I get time. And I don't do them to YouTube always. I just do them to Twitch and maybe BandLab now. I don't know. So if you want to catch those after hour streams, make sure you're following on Twitch, not just the YouTube. And feel free to stop by those too and talk to me or hang out there, because again, those are just random when I just want to get work done. You know what happens is I get so, I guess, addicted to streaming. I don't know what you'd call it. I like streaming production. You can't always work on music while you're streaming. Sometimes you just work better when you're not streaming. Like a lot of the times, I work better when I'm not streaming. But I just feel like streaming. Every time I sit down in the studio and I start working, I always feel like something's missing. And I'm just like, you know what's missing is that live stream feel. I was like, I can go live again. And so anyways, it's a lot of spontaneous collab. Okay, Techno Dragon. Let's get to Techno Dragons pack. Probably spend the rest of the stream working on Techno Dragons pack. So Techno Dragon, Techno Dragon's one of the first members I've met in the community. And we started this collab actually a long time ago. One of the things I've been doing during these collabs is resurrecting old collabs that I started a long time ago. Because again, I said I was, like I said, I was really bad at finishing collabs until I got to the community collab projects, and I got a little, then I basically, the live streams hold me accountable to finishing the projects, and we did that with season 1, and we're gonna do it again with season 2. But before that, it was really hard for me to finish a collab. Anyway, so I ended up starting collabs with multiple people: Techno Dragon, MRJ, a whole bunch, Ski Line, even different people. I just never finished any of them. So one of the things I started doing when I brought these community collabs back was like, hey, remember that collab we started, such and such, so and so? Let's bring it back. And a lot of people said yes. So Techno Dragon's one of them. They even stopped by to, like, I don't remember what that collab sounds like. They stopped by the stream to check it out. Anyway, there's a song called Cherish. And I think these gonna be pretty straightforward as far as cutting this up. Let me pull in the full, I think I got the full demo here. See if I can hear it. This is just like a whip of it. So this is Techno Dragon, track called Cherish. They sent to me a while back, and including all the stems to do a collab, and I just never did. We're gonna add them to the community collab now, get other people involved, and finally finish this track called Cherish. Let's figure out the key and BPM. Whiskey. What does that remind you of? That's I mean, I'm not saying the melody reminds me of anything specific. It just the vibe of it, the theme reminds me of like some kind of like fantasy style something. Perish. All right, let's get the stems in here. I gotta start bouncing these out. Vocals, backing vocals. I don't remember there being vocals. It says backing vocals, but this is a bass. I wonder how these got named wrong. Bass guitar. Interesting names for these, because they're like necessarily what they. That makes sense. They got choir synthesizer. Okay, and then we've got cymbals. More cymbals. Harmonica. That's the harmonica. Dude, somehow these samples got renamed wrong. That's weird. Like I don't remember it being like this. That's not a harmonica. Guitar. More vocals. Percussion. Rhythm guitar. Let's figure out this BPM finally. I think it's 128, if I can remember. No, it's 130. $130. 30 lines up to the grid. The hiccups now. Hiccup. I can make my hiccups go away just by thinking about them. Yeah, they're gone. Okay. Cherish snare drum. Okay, so again, we're just renaming samples and stuff here. For anyone that gets bored and tunes out, just remind y'all that we'll be back every day, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, and other spontaneous streams as well. Okay, Cherish snare drum, 130. Copy the name. Make unique as sample. You can also message me on Discord at any time. Guild 1000, direct message me there. Friend me and ask me, how to get involved with the collab maybe or something like that. I don't know. Or ask me for a link that to something. I don't know why anyone would want to contact me. Usually just a share track with me for feedback. Okay, let's make this pack. So this is going to be the Techno Dragon. I always loved Techno Dragon's name. Probably why one of the first people I reached out to. Techno Dragon. And they got a little like character that goes along with their avatar, whatever. Dragon. Techno Dragon. Okay, so this is the first one, so I gotta type that again. Tech 130 beats per minute. I don't know why I erased that there. Anyway, 26, 10, 21. What that was supposed to say. That is the unique date. I just gave everything the date. I get each sample, so guarantee a unique file name for each one. You can download these samples in the sample pack that I shared. What is this supposed to say? 26. What is today's date? 26. That's 10, 21. Techno Dragon, 130 beats per minute drum beat. 26, 10, 20. It's available now to download for those that want to get involved with the collabs. This is the one that inspired you. And you're like, that's the one. You can get it. All right, let's cut this off. All right, cut this tail off. again, if I decide like I need the tail, like if I'm working with this sample in the future and we're like, oh man, I cut the tail off this loop, it'd been better if I kept the tail. I can always just come back to the original sample and resample it with the tail. But for the sake of this stage and these seamless loops, I'm gonna cut that right there. I think I am. Let's see. We could make this a one shot maybe. Yeah, it starts over like that. I mean, I like that better. I like messing with loops, so I'm gonna leave that as a loop. Never figured out the key. Let's figure it out. What I need to do. Let's take my keys, keyboard, FL Studio keys, and lock this to my receive notes MPK 88, please. I don't know. I think we're working with a G here. Bum, 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 bum. So G minor, or working with the major keys? The A sharp major? No, I don't know. I didn't think this was in a minor key. Maybe it is. G minor. Let's go G minor. I have decided we're going G minor. So we go make unique as sample. Public path. Techno Dragon. This does have a familiar melody to it. Into that. Okay, modified. I gotta have my folders just right. They move quicker because we gotta click on this. 130. 130 underscore G minor. They're named wrong, so I don't know why I'm going to keep these names right. SHAMISEN. Okay, got another loop. I have another loop in the pack. Go with the drum beat. Wait a minute. My windows are all out of order today. There we go. I've restored order. Restored the balance to the universe. Okay, we got Techno Dragon 130. The next one is Cherish Rhythm Guitar. Still curious how these names got like messed up. Cut this into. Oh, I might not cut it. Let's see. We can keep those together. Like, why cut them up? I don't know. It just gets louder and louder over time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just turn it into this 16 bar loop. Okay, so this last part. So, you know, this arrange is this 4/4 time? I don't know. I mean, Probably 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4, 4. Seems to kind of be like a 12-bar regression. I definitely want this last loop in its own. Maybe its own thing. And if I loop this as 12 bars, just gonna cause problems. I mean, not bad problems. Actually, probably make a really cool song. Kind of like poly something rhythm melody the track. If this looped at 12 bars and the rest was looping at 8 and 16, and this would come back around at a different time. But that's not the way I would usually produce. I like to cut this off. Make these separate volumes. 1, 2, 3, and we'll cut this one later. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna go make unique as sample. Sorry, I was missing. I didn't see you were talking in chat. Jelly Bean says one shot of adrenaline. The song I was singing. Jelly Bean also says one shot is a good term for a single sound. I'm gonna use that. Yeah, you know, the one shot should be more for like literally a single sample, like a snare hit, kick hit, or whatever. But I'm also using the term just to let people know that it could be a loop, but the loop has a tail. So if you were to like throw it into an Ableton, the markers would not line up. Like if the marker at the very end of the tail would not be the real end of it. So if I do leave the tail of the sample on the loop and render it as like, I'm putting it as a one shot to let people know that it's not supposed to loop. You're supposed to play it one time through and then copy and paste it if you want it to play again. Now, we also got a lot of other one shots, drum samples and little things like synth one shots and stuff, which that's going to be fun too to mess with those and get people to come up with like loops. Because we're like, say someone sent me a bunch of one shot samples of drum kit, a kick drum, a snare drum, a tom, and a hi hat, but they didn't come up with a pattern. I don't want to really come up with a pattern myself, even though I kind of feel like it'd be fun. But actually, I'd rather, again, to source all the loops and content from the members. So what I would do is share the one shot samples with the member that wants to take those one shots, generate a drum loop, send the drum loops back to us. We'll put both the producer names on it from whoever sent the one shots, whoever came up with the drum loop. That's more collaborative methods of this whole situation. What are we doing? Techno Dragon pack. Chairs, rhythm, guitar. Still don't believe this is guitar. Go, E minor. I'm just gonna do sample one, sample two. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, let's go rhythm, guitar. I'll just put a unique number for all 4 of these. Techno Dragon, 130 G minor rhythm guitar. What are you looking at here? All right, and then we go make unique a sample. Techno Dragon. Two. Techno Dragon. Yeah, one more. So we go MPA, make unique a sample. I mean, one more for that group, anyways. Okay, so those 4 things. We got the drum beat, we got that, we got those 4 things. What is this? percussion. It really has a key. Make unique a sample. Go to public pack again. Techno Dragon again. Percussion. Next, we have this thingy. I would say it's worth it, you know. The viewers on BandLab and multicasting. The reason why I have to decide is because Restream.io did not let me multicast out to BandLab unless I paid for it. They're expensive. And I was like, is it worth it to me to multicast my normal stream over to BandLab? And I think it is. I think it is. I see 60 viewers right now watching on BandLab, which is thanks anyone watching right now and give me your time to watch me mess around with music and have fun here. Invite any of you want watching to message me and follow me and get more involved with what projects and stuff I do. But anyways, I was talking about the fact that we don't normally stream to BandLab. We never have, but we have been doing a stream Monday through Friday on Twitch and YouTube and stuff. And we just get, I mean, you know, grateful for all the viewers we get, but the viewers are usually just members that I'm collabing with. And some people stop by from time to time, but we only ever get peak 15 viewers or something. We've been growing, so I expect that number to grow, but 15 viewers or whatever between YouTube and Twitch. But to be able to stream over here to BandLab, 60 viewers watching, I think it's worth it. You know, now I just got to find a way to pay for that thing. It was easy, you know. I just cut back on some other things I got going on because I think it's worth it for a lot of the projects I'm doing. But Restream.io gouging me, but I bet I can come up with something. Anyways, to make this worth it. Not only now, I get some other added bonus benefits for being a Restream.io member. So I'll take advantage of those other benefits too, get my full money's worth. But for now, we'll give this a good try. We'll do a 1 month trial of trial period. Anyways, I'm not going to pay again if it's not worth it. But let's just say give it 1 month of multicasting on BandLab. See how that goes. I like it. Over here. Nothing else is good for the animated gifs. The Monkey Beats. I will listen to your track later, just to let you know. So Monkey Beats shared a track on the BandLab thing. Monkey Beats. I am going to be doing feedback live streams on BandLab. Probably a lot of them. So be sure to follow the Music Production Arena profile page on BandLab. Going to be doing straight up feedback streams for BandLab tracks. I'm not going to do it right now because we just like this stream is for the community collabs. But stay tuned to that. Definitely Monkey Beats and anyone else. Young JD the God 23. Send me some songs for sure. Just send it straight to me. I'll check them out later. Now, as I was saying, when I do some feedback, I'll probably do another feedback stream today. I'm into it. Like BandLabs. I'm gonna find some time, maybe. Y'all just make sure you follow me on BandLab. So I'm gonna go to live on just straight BandLab and do some feedback streams. That's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna do that quite often. And then you can always find us here Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. That's 10 p.m. UTC time. I don't know what other time zones there are, but 6 p.m. Eastern time each day, Monday through Friday. Definitely fun back here. We're gonna be doing different things. So check back. We're gonna be doing big producer battles. We're gonna be doing one-on-one PvP battles. We're gonna be doing we have spooky challenges going on. We have all kinds of stuff. Just out of the way. Young JD, I will definitely check that out, but I'll check it out after stream. Why does that keep turning? Oh, it's going full screen. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, one shot. About to get out of here. We do anywhere from the 1 hour to 2 hour stream each day. Usually try to push it to 2 hours. So I'll do this for another 10-15 minutes. And then later, after I get something to eat, some dinner, and do some other things, I'm feel motivated to get back on, do a little feedback stream on BandLab to give it another good test. Yeah. All right. So. Chop this into a loop. Okay, make unique a sample. It says lead vocals. I'm not gonna call that lead vocals. I'm gonna take lead. Our Discord also has a feedback channel in the Discord. It's a good place to drop tracks. I don't know how much people actually go out of their way to give feedback there, but I'm trying to motivate people to do that more often. But the best way to do that is to just share. When you go by to the Discord to share a track for feedback, also give feedback on someone else's track. And it's that feedback for feedback, best, whatever. Best way to do that. Feedback for feedback. Techno Dragon 130 within guitar. We have this other variation of it. Make unique as sample. Anyone interested in getting involved with these exact collab projects we're working on, all you have to do is send me samples. If you're a BandLab member and just create a project and send me the project, it might be even easier. That's what Ira's been doing. Public pack. Need to. Feedback stream. I've already said I'm doing a feedback stream later, but I don't know what time. So don't stay up. You gotta go to bed. Go to bed. But if you're on BandLab to celebrate the new BandLab platform and how excited I am to be using it as an extension and the viewers that we can get over there and the attention that we get on BandLab, I'm gonna do an extra stream today, guaranteed. Later on after dinner. Don't know what time, but be sure to follow on BandLab if you want to get the feedback stream BandLab style. Listening to your BandLab projects. That's later today. Tonight, whatever. Young in DJ. I was saying Young's wrong name. Okay, Youngin JG. Youngin JD, but it's spelled Youngin J. Sorry, I'm pronouncing it wrong. I like the names. So, and I'll definitely check out your track later. So, cool. Look forward to meeting new people in the band. Okay. This is really make unique as sample. Public pack. Techno Dragon. Let's say another. I'm not too picky with the way I name them, as long as they're unique. I don't really care. I can always listen to them, see what they are. Okay, then this thing here. We'll be back tomorrow, same time. On Twitch and YouTube. Other lead 2. Other lead 3. Make unique as sample. You can find this sample pack. There's a link to the sample pack on our Discord. So I need to, now that I'm getting into BandLab, I got to go to the actual my page. So on the Music Production Arena profile page, which is my page, I guess, I'm going to put all the links to the other parts of our community. But there's also a Music Production Arena community page on BandLab. I just don't know how well those communities work on BandLab. I haven't tested them yet. So there's all that. I just haven't figured it out yet. But if you want to follow what we're doing here at the BandLab community, planting a flag for a little while over here in the BandLab community. Really nice community. We're gonna come hang out here and see if we can meet some new people, do some live streams, join y'all's community, not what's already going on. I don't know. I don't know what BandLab has already achieved in the time that's been out, but from what I can tell, it's very unique. Reverse symbol effect. I'm only going to sample one of these. I'm going to sample it as a 2-bar loop, just like that. Make unique as sample. Techno Dragon. Let me, yeah, okay, I didn't mean to do that. Public back. I'm gonna say, let's just say whatever. Then we have this symbol loop. So what do other people do on? Curious what other people have been doing on. I have watched a couple, but I saw mainly DJs. DJs before I started streaming. I'm assuming a lot of people do feedback style streams or whatever, or listen to music. That's a really good thing. I'd like to meet other streamers too. I'm surprised there's not more streamers here already. Maybe it's fairly new to BandLab, the streaming thing. I recommend everyone trying to stream if you can. It's just another whole, just something else you could do with the hobby as a music producer and stuff. Not for everyone. In fact, I know a lot of people that say they don't like producing on stream. It just messes them up. But I do recommend it for people that uh, not only are trying to produce music, but they're also trying to meet people. uh, not that's a big part of it for me. I'm always trying to meet people, but it's also just motivation to have a show. I mean, a live stream, regular show, just motivation of mine. Not everybody's desire, but this is make unique a sample public hack. Symbols. Feedback stream later on BandLab. It's gonna be fun. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna start listening to music from the members of the community already that have followed, and then anyone that stops by that shares music. I'm gonna do that for an hour or two. What do we have here? Sample of this 2-bar loop. Okay, make unique as sample. Techno Dragon. This doesn't need to be tiled one shot if I keep the BPM information in there. It actually would loop that. Crash. 130 beats per minute. Crash. Okay, let's get rid of that. And these samples were sent by longtime member of Music Production Arena, Techno Dragon. Excited to have them involved with the collab. Season 2. Season 2. What do we have? I love that. I just don't know where to cut this. I don't know if I want to cut this. Just leave it as one long one. I could cut that one there. I don't really want to cut this one. I guess I can cut this one here. The only why I'm cutting these is because these loops are going to be mixed with someone else's loops. So I really can't keep this idea together as it is. I need to kind of get it ready for another idea. That's why I like the loops work best. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to leave this as a 4-bar or 16-bar loop here, from here to here. Those. All right, so let's start with this one here. Make unique. I'm going to call this one. Okay, Techno Dragon 132. I'll name this other one to make unique. Almost done with this, and then we're gonna get out of here. We got this thing. Make unique. Techno Dragon. All right, and we got this thing. 2, 3, 4. This right here. I'm just gonna take these two. So we got make unique as sample. Basement. Basement 2. Drum loop. Kick, 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 kick. Kick. Yes, that's the kick. And we're gonna go. Getting all these loops ready for next week. Start building loop kits. Make unique as sample. Public pack. Title this kick drum. Sounds like to me. And then we got this thing. Make unique as sample. 2. All the samples that were donated for the collabs are also free to download for anyone who wants to get involved. 3 and Drumbeat. Song will be stuck in my head. Okay, this last little bit. Straight up bass. Separate loop. All right, so this is just going to be called bass, E minor. This is they're all different. What does Guild do when I this is all something in me has got to make this. I don't know. That works. I could also do this. Go with this. We can always chop that back up later or something like that. So let's go make. Actually, no, we're not going to make unique click. We're going to do this export bounce, whatever you call it. Public pack. Techno Dragon. All right. It's been another music production arena live stream. I think we got some good work done today and plenty of announcements and testing and all kinds of other things. Today we tested out another streaming platform, BandLab. News to me. I didn't know BandLab had live streaming, but decided to test it out and seems to be good. I think I'm gonna keep testing it. For everyone's sharing tracks on BandLab. I don't do feedback there in the production streams, but we definitely do feedback streams. So be sure to follow our channels so you know when we go live for feedback streams. I'm actually going to be doing a special feedback stream later today or tonight, not scheduled, but will be pop up after I'm done eating and everything. Find the time. I'll be popping up on BandLab doing a community BandLab community feedback stream, and anyone else that stops by and shares BandLab tracks, me doing that later on BandLab. So thanks everyone again to stop by on BandLab. That was really fun to have more people watching than normal. And we'll be back every day, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. And you can always message me in Discord, continue the conversation, or ask me questions. It's Guild 1000 on the music production Discord, and the Guild leader in the music production arena Discord. You can message me there. Thanks everyone, the normal viewers, the Jelly Bean, and all the people that tuned in through Twitch, YouTube, and stuff today. As always, we'll be back tomorrow. Bye for now.